Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here and welcome to BMTV. I hope you're having a great week so far. I'm still recovering from last week. Obviously I was up at the NEC for the spring fair. The NEC is huge. I've no idea how many miles I walked, but it was a whole lot of miles. It was lovely to be up there. I had a chat with quite a few of our manufacturer friends. It was also lovely to bump into a few BMTV fans. Guys, it was nice to meet you. Thanks for watching. Right, now I did promise an exclusive BMTV interview with Ted and Betty Vlamis. Now, if you're not aware, Ted and Betty Vlamis are the president and the executive vice president of Pioneer Worldwide. And Pioneer Worldwide is the company, effectively Ted and Betty created the Qualatex brand and took it to be what it is today. So I think it's fair to say they're a real inspiration to the rest of us here in the balloon industry. They were lovely to speak to. They couldn't give me enough time. It was an absolute joy to speak to them. So anyway, without further ado, let's take a look. Hi, so here we are on the Pioneer Qualatex stand and we are absolutely privileged to be joined by Ted and Betty Vlamis. Ted and Betty are the leaders, the inspiration, the passion behind Pioneer and the Qualatex brand. So thank you guys for joining us today.
Oh, it's
and
so wonderful
thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Now, a lot of our customers are in effect your customers as well, and I'm sure they'd just be interested to know a little bit more about you, a little bit more about the business, a little bit more about how you created this amazing, well, passionate company that is Pioneer and the Qualatex brand. So should we start by how did you get into this business?
Oh, I'll let you handle that one.
That's a long story. But basically we were out of work, looking for something to do.
Notice we were unemployed.
Yeah. Okay.
And we had the opportunity to get into the balloon business, not by buying a business, but by acquiring a manufacturing plant and a customer list, because the company had been run by a medical products company.
All right, okay.
And making medical gloves is similar to making balloons.
Yeah.
So the medical company was trying to run the balloon business like they were running a medical company. It didn't work.
All right, okay.
So we had a chance to do something different.
Oh, wow.
And everybody thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
But we loved it. We loved it from the very beginning.
So that was your first step into the balloon business, was that? Fantastic, fantastic. So you obviously started, it was a few years ago, and you've grown the business to this side. What, for anybody starting out right now, what one tip would you give them starting their own business?
I would say learn as much as you can about the basics. You know, why, first of all, balloons are magical. You know, I mean, just about everybody loves balloons. But the other thing is, I think like any product, you need to know your product.
Yeah.
But even more important, you need to know your customers. And I think that if you are starting a business, you need to find out who your customers are and what their needs are, and then help them be better customers, and you will grow your own business. I think that's more or less what we did with Pioneer. We felt that if we can help people make more money selling balloons, then they will give us a part of their business.
So it all comes backwards.
A lot of it was built on education, and the fact that balloons are not just you can look at it as a product, you can look at it as a system, you can look at it as just making people happy and things like that. But I do think that there's more to a balloon than just a balloon. Is not just a balloon.
Yeah.
It's more than that. And of course, if you use the very best balloons, that's the best.
The very best balloons are
Qualatex.
Qualatex, of course.
I would add just one other thing in that regard. That is, anybody starting in business needs to understand that there's only one reason that we're needed in business, and that is to take care of customers.
Absolutely.
And our job, the retailer's job, manufacturer's job, distributor's job, is to make our customers successful. And the retailer needs to make that consumer successful. That's the only reason for being in business.
Absolutely.
So we have to make sure that we focus in on how do we create for the consumer the best experience possible. Birthday party, wedding, anniversary, whatever celebration. And so that's our job. If we start with that as the basic premise, then I think we have a very good chance of building a successful business.
Yeah, that's very true, very true. Look after the customers and the rest looks after itself, sort of thing. Yeah, that's fantastic. You guys are still day to day in the business.
Right.
Which is fantastic, and you still have that passion. You still seem to be as enthusiastic as anybody I've met here at the Spring Fair. And how do you manage to maintain that passion and that drive to succeed?
Oh, because we work with great people. I think we have a fantastic team, and I think they keep us enthused about what we're doing. The new ideas, the innovation. You know, when we started out in the balloon business, we never dreamed that what people are doing today with balloons in terms of the decor, in terms of, you know, they twist these poor little balloons get twisted and made into all these shapes and everything. I don't think we ever dreamed that it would be what it is today.
Yeah.
So I think it's the other people and people that are you know, that we meet that give us the enthusiasm and the passion that we hope, you know, comes across.
It does definitely come across.
And we see so much more that can be done. You know, those of us in the business think everybody knows about balloons. That's not true.
Yeah.
That's only a small portion of the world's population that really has any experience understanding balloons. So it's our passion to say, how do we share that with more and more people?
Yeah.
So it's self-energizing to make sure that we're constantly looking out further and further ahead in terms of saying, how do we get everybody to have more fun, more enjoyment in life, and to satisfy everything that they'd like to accomplish themselves.
You know, one of the funny things is, you know, our company has mission statements and all these kind of things, but one of the things that we put in there, and this has been for a long time, we said, at the end of a couple of days or a year or whatever, you really have to have at least 51% fun. In other words, it has to be more fun than it is anything else.
Absolutely.
And if you're not having fun, then find someplace you can have fun.
Well, why would people do things they don't enjoy?
Right.
I've never understood it, but some people do.
May.
Yeah.
But it's a fun business.
So I understand, Betty, that you approve every design that goes through. Is that true?
No,
Okay,
that is
all
not
right.
true. I don't approve every design. In fact, some designs I see for the first time when I'm here.
Oh, right, okay.
So I don't approve every design. What I am, I'm responsible for the creative department.
I see.
So basically the people that essentially design, create, and execute those designs really are sort of under my wing, so to speak. Now, on the colors, if there's a new color, I get very involved in new colors. And those I do have to approve.
Yeah.
But as far as the designs are concerned, I sort of turned a lot of that over. At one time, I was very involved. We have a tremendous team. We have good product managers, and they work with the creative department. And the creative department in Pioneer actually does the designs, whether it's for the UK, which has different designs at times, a very different interest than, say, people in Mexico or Brazil or Australia or Japan.
Yeah.
But all of those designs do flow through essentially the Pioneer's creative department, sort of like our own internal ad agency.
Yeah. So of all the designs and all the colours that you've ever had in your career, do you have a favourite? Either of you? Both of you?
Now I would tell you from a balloon perspective, because we make all kinds of shapes and sizes. But I love the 6-inch heart. I think that's the most underutilized balloon that we have.
Really?
And I think it's the prettiest balloon. And I just think there's so much that can be done with that. Just saying a simple thank you with a thank you 6-inch heart.
In fact, we were talking the other day. When we were traveling, we used to take 6-inch hearts with us.
Oh, really?
On a little stick, and we'd leave them behind in the restaurant or something.
That's
saying
such a nice idea. Yeah.
Thank you, and stuff like that. And we said, we haven't done that for a long time. Why haven't we remembered to keep doing that? So I think what we'll have to do is the next time we travel, we'll have to get some
That's
more
a really
6-inch
great
hearts.
idea. You could leave that with a tip or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
lovely.
we had this one occasion, and you tell the story better than I do.
We were in a coffee shop outside of Providence, Rhode Island, actually in Newport, Rhode Island. And the waitress was just having a terrible day. We're sitting at the counter, and she was pushing coffee out, all this, and very upset. And so we just had our coffee and our donut, and then I left the thank you balloon, Ted and Betty, in my coffee cup, and went to the cash register to check out. She brought that balloon and the stick. She said, "Is that for me?" I said, "Yes, thank you for taking care of us." She said, "You know, I've had a lousy morning, but this has made my day."
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't that
That is
wonderful
really
story?
A
nice.
simple
Yeah,
little
yeah.
6-inch heart balloon made her day.
So that's balloons bringing joy to that
Exactly,
lady that was having
exactly,
such a bad day.
exactly.
Oh, that's a lovely story. Anyway, I could ask you, in fact, let me ask you one more. Can I ask you one more question?
Of course.
Okay. You're here in the UK.
Right.
You live in the United States. Okay. Chocolate. Hershey's chocolate or Cadbury chocolate?
Oh, Canterbury.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. No,
And
no
the
question.
darker chocolate,
the better.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Love dark chocolate.
And actually, we have been to Hershey's, Pennsylvania.
Oh, right,
The town
okay.
where the whole town smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
The whole town smells like chocolate, really?
But I think we really enjoy the.
Well, Cadbury World isn't very far away from where we are right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So
Well,
you
and
should
Ted's
head
more
on
the chocolate person than I.
I've got a problem with chocolate. I eat too much of
I
it.
love real super dark chocolate.
Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time
this is
today.
great. This is just wonderful. We
Terrific,
so
right?
enjoyed just
Well,
visiting together with you. It's really great.
Yeah, I really do appreciate your time, and it's lovely to talk to you. Everything that people say about you is absolutely true.
Well,
Which is all good things. All good
some
things.
Be careful what you
some of the things they say may not be true.
No, but it's all fantastic. So thanks very much.
Thank you.
It's been lovely to
Thank
meet you.
It's
Thanks a
wonderful.
lot.
Thank you.
Cheers. So, what did you think of that? I think it's fair to say that Ted and Betty are a true inspiration to the rest of us in the balloon industry. It was an absolute pleasure and joy to meet them. So, Ted and Betty, thank you very much for your time. Right, the Qualatex stand on the Spring Fair. If you managed to get up to the Spring Fair yourself, you would have seen the new products that Qualatex have got coming out this year. Some of them, they are available now, others aren't. We will be getting them in over the coming days, weeks, months as they become available. If there is anything in particular that you want us to get in sooner rather than later, please just get in touch and let us know. If it's available now, we'll get it in straight away. If it's not available just yet, we'll get it in the second it's in the country almost. So please do let us know. Right, that's it from me this week. I hope you have an amazing week. See you soon. Bye. If last year is anything to go by, Mother's Day should be bigger than Valentine's Day. Just because that's the way it was last year. Probably going to be the same this year. It seems to have grown somewhat over the years. So I've just brought some stock up here. What are you personally excited about? What one product are you personally most excited about? Which is this or something else?
To be honest, it's the party. We've launched a pink and a blue party range of paper plates, cups, banners to match this product.
Fantastic.
It's going to open up new markets for us. We're going to be able to, I mean, we're in the largest stand in the hall, but we really are going to be the one-stop party supplier.